I'm Geoff Nemnich.
And I'm Rick Paillet.
And we're the hosts of The Last Stand. Coyote hunting is my passion.
And coyote calls are my livelihood.
And together we aim to bring you the best predator hunting tips, tricks, and tactics, right down to The Last Stand.
The Last Stand, presented by Lucky Duck Predator Calls. We are the masters of deception. Swagger bipods. Shoot with confidence, shoot with swagger. OnX Hunt. Know where you stand. Hornady. Accurate, deadly, dependable.
So we're back in Kansas. My annual trip out here, it seems like every year about middle of November. I make the trip. It's about a 7-hour drive for me from western Nebraska. I've been doing it now for probably 5 or 6 years. I love coming out to this north central part of Kansas. It's a little different style of hunting than I'm used to. We usually end up making the same stands, you know, as long as the wind's in the same general direction. Every time I'm here, we make the same stands I've made last year, the year before, and it's always fun walking into these stands, and it brings back memories of years past and different coyote experiences or bobcat experiences we've had. Well, we're grinding them out. We're going into our fourth stand of the morning. As Rick likes to say, his dauber's a little down right now. He had some primo stands picked out, but for whatever reason, the coyotes weren't in there. They weren't wanting to come to the call, so this is a great little stand in here. Last year, we almost shotgunned a double. We ended up killing a double in this stand, so we've kind of been on some more wide open stands. We're gonna get right down in the thick stuff. The wind's blowing a little bit, not bad, but it is kind of cold, real humid. Maybe those coyotes just aren't wanting to move a whole lot right now, so we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna get in the thick stuff. Come right up. You got him, Sean. He's coming around left of this pine tree. It's like deja vu last year. It's like almost deja vu last year. We shotgunned a coyote. Exact same thing. Rick's going right into some pup distress here. Some fighting. See if we can get some more to show up. Boy, that looks like about a 16-pound coyote.
Yeah. A little mangy too, I think, ain't it, or no?
No, it looked, well, maybe. It was deja vu the last time.
I know.
Super white one showed up right there.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Thought maybe I was sitting at home watching it on TV.
It's like deja vu, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Last time?
White one's coming right from the same area. We just missed the 3 other coyotes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Striped it again.
Hornady, yeah.
Put stripes down it like last
Those Hornady BBs, man, they center punch that sucker.
Nice.
Flop back on that shot.
A little squirt. You mean?
Yeah.
Did he see you guys the last minute there when he checked over?
I
He
don't
was
know.
looking.
Right at the
I was
Right call.
squinting and just kind of trying to peek through my eyelids not to blow it because it's been a kind of a rough morning so far.
Hey, if we kill them on one out of every 3-4 stands, we'll be doing all right.
Well, that's not going to touch your Arizona trip.
Well, not much is going to touch Arizona, but that was a similar reminder of Arizona right there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't compare it. It's different.
Coyote look about the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
About the same size.
I thought when it showed up there was kind of an odd light colored looking thing, but
Just like last year.
mm-hmm. Probably one of that one's offsprings. Good job, everybody.
All right.
Now I can let my blood pressure come back down. Yeah, you bet. You bet. You bet.
Numbers up.
You bet. 10-4, good job.
I'm really glad you threw that brush in front of me, because that coyote probably would have saw me if you didn't.
I don't know. I just like doing that. I feel like it's... You didn't feel more like a sniper like that?
I did. I felt like I was in the sniper hide.
Yeah.
I just was missing the ghillie suit.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. So the first coyote's in the truck, you know, spirits are high. You know, we feel like the weather's good. You know, the wind's not blowing very much. We looked at the forecast and we knew there was a 50% chance of snow, but we're not thinking anything of it.
They were calling for a little skiff of snow possibly, and we hike into this stand where we'd got a double last year, and it's always a real productive stand, and it starts snowing on the way in there. And I don't know if we made a 20-minute stand, but there was 1.5 inches of snow on the ground before we got done. It was snowing so hard you would have had trouble even seeing a coyote come in. But I hung in there with the stand because I thought it would be really cool to see. Would look like a ghost, a coyote coming in that snow. But
we decided, let's just go back to the truck. Let's head into town and get some lunch. While this is all happening, it's snowing pretty hard, and after about 2 hours, it finally lets up, and we have 2 or 3 inches of fresh snow on the ground. We know we have about 3 hours left in the day. At this point, we're thinking, man, fresh snow, the wind's blowing about 5 to 10. Man, you know, mid-November, there's no reason that the conditions shouldn't be just primo for calling in coyotes. We get on the very first stand of the afternoon, and it's just not a few minutes in, and Rick spots a coyote off to the right, and there were some terraces in the field, and all Rick sees is the ears of the coyote, and it kind of disappears below the terrace. Well, it was actually working its way behind us to the downwind. Rick was able to hit the decoy, and I think the coyote could see the call, and as soon as he flashed that decoy, it was almost like the coyote turned, and whether the coyote thought it was downwind of the call at that point, we don't know, but anyway, the coyote turned and started heading back to the call, and it kind of cleared the terrace, and Dustin had a quick shotgun shot at it and was able to put some BBs in it, and Rick had to finish it off real quick. But you know, first stand of the afternoon, fresh snow, wind's good, we got a coyote. We're thinking, all right, this is it. We're gonna roll now for the rest of the day. We're chasing the sun now. It's probably gonna be our second to last stand of the day. We walked down in here, we cut probably, it could have been the same coyote, but we cut like 5 sets of coyote tracks going left and right and all over. Once we got in here, we bumped a coyote that made his way over that hill down into that draw, but I have a feeling that's not the only coyote in here, so hopes are high we can make something happen right here. We can't see real great, the grass is really high, so off to the downwind half of the stand, there's a dam on the pond, and then a side hill over there. If we get a coyote over there, 150 yards, we're gonna try to get him stopped out there and get him shot, instead of letting him get up underneath us in this tall grass. There's one right here, 50 yards. You see him, Max? I'm gonna shoot him right here. You got him? 50 yards right up front. Woo, 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 woo. There's one on the other side of the pond. Hit the pup, hit the pup. There's one on the other side of the pond. Well, this coyote couldn't have been laid up right behind us here. The grass was tough. It was tough to see that coyote. There was the second coyote coming that we spotted first. As soon as I shot, he ran back down to the bottom, but a lot of times we'll mix up the pup distress here. We might be able to get him to show himself up over here. There's one coming from the left right here. Coming from the left. He's down in the cut. He's coming up the grass. Straight down at the dam. Coming straight up at us. Oh, he's running away. He's running away. He's gonna stop on the dam here. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Woo!
Nice shot.
Go, keep calling. Got us a double. It's only about 4 minutes. That coyote got in below us. He was only 40, 50, 60 yards in that grass, but we just couldn't get a shot. We were patient. Crossed the dam and I shot him out there about 130. $50 yards in the grass again.
Right in front of us.
Not on him. Here he comes. He's coming to the left. Switch it. He's going back to the left. I don't see him now. There he is. I got him.
Yeah, let him keep doing it. I gotta try something. All right, never mind.
Go. Got us a triple. This coyote's down here 50 yards in front of us, howling at us. We're gonna keep it going. We've only been here about 6 minutes. I was a little nervous to shoot that. I was shooting through a ton of grass, but
Guess I don't get to shoot.
they're piling out of this bottom right in front of us, and we can't even see them till they're right below us in the grass. We just see the tops of their heads. That was a hell of a stand for you to leave your rifle in the truck.
That's a fact.
Patterson
But,
had
hey,
to make a phone call, so he stayed back at the truck.
If that's what it takes to get a triple, I'll pack the shotgun all the time.
Man, these coyotes were just right there, and were kind of, I don't know, they just were pegging us. They just had the advantage coming up this side hill with this grass. First one's dead right here. Second one's dead out on the dam. This third one's dead right out in front. I about shot him right in the mouth when he howled at us. I was just a half second behind when he went.
So I'll tell you about this stand here a little bit. We've been fighting it all day, basically, but I've been bow hunting about a quarter mile from here, just north of us, and every night I hear a pile of coyotes howling down here, and basically we got in their bedroom.
Yeah,
And I was going to keep playing rabbit because I thought that was just a single up here. I didn't know there was another one.
The very first coyote I saw come off the corner of the lake. He'd come out of the trees, and that's the first one I saw. And then out of the corner of my eye, I caught this close one right here. But that one, when I shot this one, I saw him shoot down into the trees, and it may have eventually been one of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the power, when you get into the wad of them like that, the power of switching that pup distress.
Yep, every time I switched it up, another one came. So was there 4 then? Well, there's one left.
There could have been 4, unless that was the same coyote, you know, but the second one, you know, I saw him come off the hill. That could have been the one we actually spooked out of here walking in, but
yeah,
we had a good idea. There was coyote tracks, you know, they were only just an hour or 2 old in the snow walking in here. We had a good idea we're gonna be right in here on them. So
we were, you know, within 300 yards of where they were bedded up too. So there you go.
Man. We got to get these coyotes. I don't know.
I'm gonna go get the truck while you guys gather them up so we can get.
Where do you want us to bring them? Right here? You're gonna pull right to here, down the edge of this field?
Yep, I'm gonna.
So hopes are high. We end day 1 with a triple, 5 coyotes in the truck. We know the following morning is going to be good. It's supposed to get cold. Obviously, we have this fresh snow. Man, you just can't ask for anything better, you know, mid-November.
Day 2, we're headed to pick up Mike and get him loaded up. We decided to go to the same stand from a couple years ago where we'd shot a triple. We get back in there, it's along the river, and set up at pretty much exactly the same. And day 2, first stand, down here on the Republican River. Got a couple inches of fresh snow. Hopefully the coyotes and bobcats are moving. I'm gonna start out with shelter belt on this stand. Here we go.
Clear by the tree line. Oh, there. Yeah.
That's all
Sean, I'm gonna shoot this lead one.
Seen Geoff moving.
I'm gonna shoot the back one, John. Whoop! 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 Nice. Just got a doe. We let him get a little too close on us. Rick rolled the second one, running. Keep calling. Might get another one here.
We had a pair of coyotes show up. I was playing shoulder belt and then Scooby snack. And they, even though we got this snow, we're in these corn stalks, so they're hard to see. And then they come up here a little, and then I turned on lip squeaks, and man, they come right up here, and we got Mike with the shotgun, and I was sure that lead one was going to get right to the call. And then they picked out Geoff and Max over there. Geoff probably didn't want me and Mike to shoot anyway, so right, Mike? So anyway, they didn't mess around. I mean, they got out of there, and the one stopped, and Geoff shot it, and then I got on the one running off and got it rolled up, and then Geoff finished it for me. So pretty good little cool stand. Good way to start out the second day, first spot of the morning. I got the chills, or the shivers, or the shakes.
Yeah, you know, first stand of the morning, like I always say, if you don't kill one on the first stand, you can't kill one on every stand. So this stand now, I've made it twice and we've killed 5 coyotes on it. So it's well over 100%er. Great looking stand. It's a little different this time. This time there's corn in it. Last time it was just winter wheat right here. It was a little easier to see them coming through and stuff, but just a great stand. Big open field country. There's a big thick river bottom down in there. Those coyotes cruising those edges this time of morning. That's what these coyotes are probably doing, cruising and popped out. Rick was the first one to see them. I knew they had saw something. I'd heard them talking a little bit over there, and he had switched up the sound. I didn't see him until they started looping out, but great looking stand. Let's go get the coyotes.
Oh wow, check this out. White foot, wider than normal. Probably can't tell that as good as I can, but it's kind of neat, like a white sock. Cool, pretty sucker. It's not an overly big coyote, but you can see it's thick in the chest. And I don't know if you can see how wore down its canines are. She's probably a little bit out of her prime, but it's got this white foot that's kind of neat.
You know, after that first stand of the morning, obviously expectations are extremely high, not only because just the weather for the day, the area we're gonna be on, but past hunts out here. You know, we knew we were in primo coyote country. We knew this stuff is as good as we could possibly want this time of year. And, you know, once we start going through stand after stand after stand without seeing a coyote, you know, the grind starts wearing on you. I could tell Rick was getting frustrated, and we're making great stands. And for whatever reason, we grounded out all day long and did not see another coyote.